Sing, 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 sing. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. Sitting in this place with a smile on my face, knowing you are in my spirit, make my world dance. Where would I be without you? I can't imagine. So glad I took a chance. Midnight life, oh so sweet. You got my head bumping to a crazy beat. I'm sipping my mojito, trying to let it go. But you know, my heart is just no. My whole universe changed the day I met you. You opened up my soul, you freed my heart, yeah. You gave me courage to make a brand new start. It was no accident, me meeting you. Now what should I do? Midnight, yeah, oh so sweet. You got my head popping to a crazy beat. I'm sipping my mojito, trying to let it go. But you know, my heart is no. Can't let it go. Can't let you go. Can't let it go. My heart is just no. Yeah. Can't let it go. Can't let you go. Can't let it go. My heart is just no. Yeah. All I want is your love, baby. All I want is your love. What have you done to me, sugar? You know you set me free. My heart is just no.
Well, all right. That is Mojito by Castella. That is my guest for this evening. Thank you all for tuning in to Let's Jazz It Up here on Lady Diva Live Radio. Here I am, Brenda Moss, calling from Evansville, Indiana. Yes, that's my hometown. I want to give a shout out to all my musicians locally here. Call on in. You know my guest line number. Phone lines are open. All right, Castella, are you with me?
I am with you. How you doing, Brenda?
All right. You are someone that is really hot all over the social web.
Wow.
Where are
I'm
you
doing
calling
what I can.
from? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Long Beach, California.
All right.
And where it's nice and bright and sunny and everything.
Oh, I hate that.
I always have to rub it in a little bit, but Southern California cannot beat it. Can't beat it.
Well, I would like to mention that first jam that I just got done playing, Mojito. Let's talk about that. When was it first released, and what was the story behind that track there?
Wow, that was a song that is on my my debut EP, Thinking About You, and it was released in August of 2019, and I just actually released it to radio on the 22nd of February of this year, and it was a record that I wrote the words on my mother's birthday. I was waiting in the Cheesecake Factory for the party to arrive, and I ordered a mojito off of the happy hour menu, and I had just had a conversation with my mentor, and he had told me how proud he was, and just a whole lot of positive things, and I just kind of penned the song, and
all right,
it just kind of came to me, and then the track. I mean, those are just words, but the track is a beat that my producer at the time, Corey Stampley, who was an amazingly talented producer, musician, drummer, keyboard, everything. He's just amazing. Check him out on Instagram, Corey Stampley _ we were doing something else, and he just put the beat on. We had another session, and he put the beat on, and I was like, "What is that?" It just instantly it penetrated me. I was just like, "Oh my God, I gotta have that." And it was funny. I said, "What is that, Corey?" And he's like, he turned to me and said, "It's nothing but love, Cat." And I'm like, "Okay, but I gotta have that." And actually, I kind of built some of the lyrics. I built in his title, like the part where I say, "All I want is your love," and that I got that from what his original title of the track is. So that's how I kind of weave that in there. I kind of like to, if I do write from a track that someone's a musician did, I kind of like to take what they titled the track and kind of play off of it a little bit. So I kind of added that in there. So that's the story of that song. I love it.
Did a very good job. You did a very good job.
Well, thank you. Just one other little thing.
Yeah. Had my ears standing up and sat straight in the chair, and I'm like, "Oh, I like that." So smooth,
cool.
so smooth, so smooth.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
there's lots of layers to it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we move along.
Because I have a co-writer.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that information on that track. How would you introduce yourself to our curious listeners out there? Your music journey, how it began, with what and whom was your inspiration back then to sing and write music, and why you pick that genre in music. Go right ahead.
Okay. Well, I would just say I'm one of those OG church girls, I'm just a girl from Long Beach. If you go to my website, that's kind of how I start my bio off. I'm just one of those girls who, grew up in church singing my whole life, and that's where I got my start, singing in church, and to kind of segue into, what got me into where I am now and how long have I been singing, as far as, I guess you can say, professionally, a couple of years. I was in a session with a friend, and I met my mentor, Daryl Swan, and he kind of said to me, "Hey, what do you think about doing an EP?" And I'm thinking, me, an EP? Definitely not anything I ever thought about doing in my life, and because I worked in human resources for many years as a human resources professional, rose to being an HR director. And so that was the path I was on, that was what I was doing. Had never thought that I would, segue into the music. But once I started, it just really, I felt like, how they have the teenage boys and they're rappers, and that's all they can think about doing. I felt like that. I'm like, oh my God, I can't do anything but think about this music. It was crazy. So, that happened. And, I just started hearing melodies and lyrics, and, I was able to crank out my first EP along with the help of, Daryl Swan and Corey Stampley, who was very instrumental in, taking everything, all of my lyrics and melodies, and, bringing the music to life. And, so that's that.
I see that.
It's been a crazy journey.
Many of your musical influence growing up was Phyllis Hyman, Vanessa Bell, Sarah Vaughn, Aretha Franklin, Regina Belle, and I can see that. I can hear that in your voice, your melody, how you move, your suave, your smoothness. And I'm
Thank
like,
you.
Wow. Yeah. I never heard of you until like a few weeks ago, so I had to catch up quick. Yeah. So
well, thank you for finding me.
well, I love your music. I love your suave, your elegance, smoothness. You have the cool in you. Yes. So as we move along, we're going to mention the newest single, Let Me Love You. Is that correct?
That is the newest single that I recorded, yes.
So
if that makes
what's
sense.
the story with this song? What inspired you? What was the spark on writing this song?
Wow. So I wrote Let Me Love You shortly after my release party. And it was just kind of one of those things where, I had just had this amazing event and all the people were there. And it was just like, when can I see all these people again? And I just kind of take songs and they morph into other things. But that was kind of the crux of it, just being with so many people that, I care about. And then, but also the song kind of goes into at a time when you're wanting to see somebody you love. And I always think about my husband and, and how, when we were young and in love and all that stuff, I just couldn't wait to see him. And so part of the video kind of tells that story in a way, because I shot it on my mother's front porch and, that's where he would come see me there. And, so it's just a cute little love story about, wanting to see someone you love. And, that goes for, him and also all the people that were at my listening party who, support and love me. So, yeah, that's what that's all about. Oh, and also that song is different in that I have a different producer. His name is Jeff Kennedy, and he is amazing. He's out of Detroit, and we recorded the song during the pandemic. I couldn't find anyone here to produce the song for me. And a fellow artist said, hey, call this guy. And so I called Jeff and he, produced a track for me within a day, as far as, the draft. And he went in and recorded and I went in and recorded and we have a record. And, he just brought a whole nother element to my style. So I'm grateful for him. Yeah, Jeff's great.
All right. Well, here is
Let
Me Love You. We'll be right back.
Thanks.
My love goes with these, babe. That's 'cause it's you and me.